Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. Glad you can join me again. This is round 3 of our GT4 Championship from League 4. Travelled across to Switzerland to the Deep Forest Raceway, 2.2 mile circuit. A couple of ways you can do it. Basically, anti-clockwise is if you like the normal way, if there's such a thing, and then you can also go around here in reverse. So we're going to be going around anti-clockwise, which is the usual way, if you like. So before we do kick off and take you through that grid, let's just take you quickly through the standings in the table in the championship as of the start of this one. So we have Neil Farmack in first on 162 points. Osman in second, 143. Then we've got Moz in third, 128. Followed closely by Inca in fourth, and 1, 2, 3. And it's myself, Paul, in fifth on 108. We've got Smoky Tom, 174. Seamus on 72. Joint with Flash in seventh. Kev in eighth on 64. And Kev in ninth. In 64, and Jerry a point behind him in 63. So there's your top 10 going into this one. So let's take you through that grid then. Great shot of them just coming up on the rolling start, up the rise to the start and finish. Should be okay weather-wise. The light will be going. We're going to have a couple of sort of night races, if you like. Not completely night time, but it's coming late in the day now, and we're starting quite late. So race 1. Will be followed by a couple of more decent races. Should all be decent though. So let's take you through this grid then. Let's stop all this waffling. So on pole position we have Wacky Racer. We got Niggle in second, Robbie third, Big Mac in fourth, Viking Daddy in fifth, Declan in sixth, Max in seventh, Hoppers eighth, Nate in ninth, Angry Man in 10th, and James Stephen in 11th. So another couple of, only 11 cars, a couple of them that aren't here tonight, but we have got a couple of new ones. Angry Man in there, I say new to the championship. He hasn't been here for the first couple of rounds. And also, I believe we also have Viking Daddy, who again, I don't think has been here many either. Great number though, 72, love it. And actually we've got two 72s. We've also got Niggle, who's he actually got 720 on his, but he's normally 72. So anyway, let's get this underway, shall we? Here we go. So let's see how we go around this terrific circuit. I love it, I do. As we head down now to turn 1, this first left-hander, Wacky Racer. TRL Wacky Racer now. It changed his name. We'll just call him Wacky because that's how we know him. Closely followed by Niggle 72, Robbie, Big Mac, Viking Daddy, and Declan. There's your top 6 coming up now through this tricky little section. It's quite technical, the first part of this circuit, and then it opens up a little bit, and you can it's all a bit sort of all about straights and a bit of heavy braking. This first little bit's very twisty as they come through this tunnel or bridge section. You can take some of that green on the left there, not too much though. Again, you can cut that corner, but again, you've got to be a little bit careful because you can get a penalty, although there is some bollards there that just stop you from going too far across. So there are 2 Ferraris there, 4th and 5th, Big Mac and Viking Daddy. As they head now up through the tunnel, right on the edge of the cliff face, right to the top of the cliff now as they come through, and then into the second tunnel as they head onto this first really tight left-hand hairpin. A lot of stuff going on in the background now. So it's Robbie up the inside. I think it's been back actually on the outside of Robbie. Now who's going to get there? Don't want to go too far out there for the Big Mac, because you can, if you get too far out there on that green, you can lose a bit of traction. But look at this, the Big Mac all over that. Robbie didn't get the pass done at the hairpin, but he's all over him here on that Ferrari, and he's going to try and go around the outside, taking it wide. Robbie stays on the inside line, that tighter line. That would be my preferred line, if I'm honest. But look at this ball coming up to turn 1. Declan in there as well. He's going to go. Nice free side. You can't go through there, free aside. Who's come out on top? Well, it's still as it is. Robbie's holding it on the inside. Viking Daddy's sticking it out. And in fact, he's swapped places, isn't he, Viking? And what's happened to the Big Mac? He slowed down. There must be someone. He must have hit someone. Who did he hit? Was it Declan? Yeah, it must be Declan because he's back. Waiting for him, I think. Yeah, it was. So there was a coming together there. Let's have a look, see what happened. Yeah, there was the back end of it. So let's just go back and see what happened there as they come round here. Declan was at the back of this sort of gang, and oh, there's just a get together, weren't there? Bit of a racing incident, really. Just a bit of door to door. Fair play to Big Mac. He did wait for him as they all stream past, but he's dropping all the way back down to, well, he will be to the back of the pack, with the exception of the Big Mac who waited for him. So well played to the Big Mac. Racing incident for me there. Wasn't really anything that he could have been done about. It was just a couple of cars in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the same place at the wrong time. Bit of door to door, and Declan now attacking the two Jags, just trying to get back to his rhythm again. Not quite made it yet though, has he? Behind Nath there. Now he's going to have a dive up the inside. Yeah, gets that done nice and clean. Good move. Oh, Nathan nearly lost the back end. Can easily be done now. So come through the tunnel now. See how our leaders are doing. I think Wacky's probably still there. Yeah, Niggle, but these two have crept away, haven't they, from the rest? Great shot that as they come around the hairpin and then down the hill towards the final turn, turn 18, to complete another lap. Said it before and I'll say it again. Genesis does look pretty pacey now. I did try it out actually, a little bit of practice the other night, and to be fair, it does feel pretty good. Oh, ran it a little bit on the grass there, didn't it? Was going to slow it down a little bit, but these two are away, aren't they? Viking Daddy third, Robbie fourth, James there up to fifth. He was at the back, wasn't he? Back of the pack there, so with all that shenanigans going on, he's got himself up into fifth. Nice gap then back to Hoppers, who's doing well there in that Genesis. In the other Genesis, Halford's, Team Halford's. Triple 8 is his number. Oh, that was Declan. I thought it looked like he had a bit of a scribble on there. Angry Man, who we haven't seen before. Max, 1.5 seconds there. I'm not too sure how you get that round here, but let's stick with Angry Man for a second. Our American friend. Good to see him back on track. He's doing alright there in 8th, considering he's missed a couple of rounds here. Well, the opening 2 rounds, and to try and get back into the swing of things with all these drivers, good drivers, does take a bit of doing. But 9th there for Max, and then who we got there, Nath. Oh, he's got a penalty as well as Big Mac slides by. So Nath back to 11th. So there's a couple of spots where you can get penalties if you're not careful. I did highlight a couple of them just a moment ago. As we watch Wacky Racer coming round turn 1, James Stephen at the moment in that quickest lap in the Mazda, 133.526. He's T-Mac Banksy isn't here this round. Missing a few actually. Aspect also is not here. There's it. You can pick up a penalty there, it'd be okay, but that's a penalty plus here if you're not careful. And also this next left-hander, if you go too far on the left over the green after a turf runoff, you'll be alright there. If you can keep yourself on the curb, at least half a car on that curb, you'll be fine. Any more than that and you will be punished. Niggle second, Viking Daddy third, settled a little bit already, isn't it? But these three are now kind of closing a bit. I think it's James actually that's closed in on Viking Daddy and Robbie. So what we got down here at the hairpin, this could be fun and games, couldn't it? Let's keep our eyes open. Good run for James here. Don't think he's going to go for that one. No, he's quite right. Quite difficult to get this turning right. About the 100 metre board is where you want to be starting a break. But sometimes you can run it a little bit wide if you don't quite get it right. Obviously, you could lose positions. Let's look at this now. James right on the back, gets that run through. Bit of slip as well. Now he's on the outside of Robbie's shirt. Certainly going to get him down here at turn 1. Yeah, he's already passed him before we get to that stage. So up to 4th goes James. Good pass. Now he's chasing down Viking Daddy. Robbie back to 5th. Hopper's now under pressure as well from Declan. So Declan, after he's off right at that point now, has made his way through to 7th, so he's on a bit of a charge in that NSX. Angry Man there just coming into shot. But Declan all over the back of Hoppers. So they now come through. It's kind of double left. A lot of lefts, obviously it's anti-clockwise, so there's going to be more lefts than rights, but Declan just sit there. Oh, nice move. Oh, now that could be a penalty for Hoppers. Just ran it a bit wide. You could see Declan was trying to get past him, give him a bit of room, but he's going to get a penalty, and there you go, half a second. Just ran it, just give him a bit too much room. Trying to be a little bit too friendly and nice, and then copped a half a second penalty for his trouble. But Declan got the position. He don't care about that. Angry Man in the McLaren. And then Max in 9th. Big Mac closing in on Max in 10th. And Knife in 11th. You also got those little speed humps, if you like. Not really speed humps, aren't they, but little humps, little black humps in a couple of the places here, and if you hit those, they can really unsettle the car, and you could be struggling to keep it straight. But at the moment, Wacky Race is not struggling to keep that Corvette straight, is he? Look at this. Dominant at the moment. Nice lead as well. A shot going up into the tunnel. There's Niggle there. Then these three. Declan, Hoppers. And actually, what happened to Niggle? He's got a penalty there, so how did he get that? Let's have a look. Because they're catching him, isn't he? Aren't they? So he came down around. Oh, he done what Hoppers done, look. Too far out there, I think. Although that didn't look too bad, to be fair, but oh well. The game obviously felt Hoppers did look like it was a penalty. That one I don't think looked quite as much, but there you go, half a second it is, and these three behind him as James got himself up to 3rd. Definitely catching Niggle. And with 9 minutes, nearly 10 minutes gone already, a long way to go, but these three could soon become 4. James' tyres are at the front, at least, are not looking particularly great, especially just after 10 minutes. Fuel's not an issue, but them tyre is not looking great. So we'll keep an eye on that one. He's obviously been pushing really, really hard to get to where he is, up to 3rd, but has he pushed too hard? These others look like they've just reserved their tyres a little bit better. This is that other moment here around here with the bumps right there on the left. Can't really see them, but there they are, just on the left-hand side as you come through that left-right sector. You hit that, and you'll certainly be going left and right. You won't be going straight. So Robbie now pushing on, trying to get to the back of Viking Daddy in the Ferrari. I think we're going to see more penalties being dished out at that particular point before the race is over. So let's see, Robbie looking good there to make that move down here at the hairpin. Got his fastest sector there as well. Viking Daddy just moved it over slightly to the left just to try and keep him behind. It worked for the time being anyway. As they now come down the dip up the other side, and then little kink left hand, and then across the start and finish to start lap 8. pulled away a little bit, and Viking just got a little bit more pace, but Niggle has now been caught by James, and in fact he's taken him. So did James get in there? I think he must have got in there along the straight. What perhaps it was before then. No, that was right at the start of it. There you go, look. Good run out of the final corner down the hill, got himself on the outside. Niggle couldn't do anything about it, just had to slot in behind. So James up to second, but he's really torturing those tyres. He's going to have trouble with them by the time this race is finished. So he's going to get himself up there, but then you would imagine anyway, we'll see, he might eat my words, but I'd imagine he's going to start to fall back a little bit as we get into the last quarter of this race. But Niggle, he's not letting him have that second, is he? Good battle here. This is allowing Wacky Racer, of course, to pull away even further, and I think he's got this one wrapped up already. I'll put my neck out and say that right now after just 8 laps. He's got a good lead. All they can bank on is him getting some penalties and slowing himself down, but I can't see it at the moment. But Niggle, he's going to certainly have a pop at James here at the hairpin at the end of these straight here. The cliff top straight, I'm going to call it. There's Wacky in the distance going around the hairpin now. Too far back there, but he's behind his time. He knows he's got the time, and he knows that he's got the tyres as well, because James is going to struggle on those. Viking Daddy looks like he wants to play as well. He's just beginning to well, creep up behind them. Number 72, my favourite number when I'm racing anyway. Robbie there in 5th. Let's go through this field quickly. Declan there in 6th. Bit of a lonely race now. He's all on his own along that straight. So whether he's going to get any better than 6th, not too sure. Hopper's in 7th. Angry Man in 8th. Closely followed by Big Mac in 9th. Mac in 10th. And Nath in 11th. Kebab Man is the other one, none of the other drivers we haven't got tonight. Just reminded me when I see the Big Mac, and I thought, oh, hang on, where's the other bit of food? That's the Kebab Man, he's not here. So that's just another one of our drivers. So it's about 3, maybe 4 even down through our normal numbers. Still cracking racing here with the 11 cars that we have got. James still under pressure from Niggle, but still in second is James. 4 cars now. Going to be battling it out. This is what I thought would happen by the time we got to this point. Niggle knows he's in a good position. Just stick with him. He knows his tyres are going to go. He knows he's going to have the better drive when it comes to the end, and he knows that he could possibly get himself a second place as long as James don't pull away too far. And even if he does, we'll see. Mike in 4th, Robbie 5th. So really, this is where it's all happening at the moment. Everything behind is pretty settled. Wacky's obviously up in front on his own. So this is where it's all, where we really got to watch at the moment. Excuse me. Oh, a bit of dust up being kicked up there by Niggle. And he just needs to try and not push it too hard, because you can easily make a mistake round here. Quite tight round through this part. You've got to be, now Niggle, is that a penalty? Because you can get one. You go too far through that tunnel on the left. He might got away with it. He has. Yeah, got to be pretty close, that one. But he's still there. A great exit out of there now. What an exit he got out of there. Great drive right up behind. He's not getting the drivers in now. James out the corners with those tyres the way they are. And Niggle really put the hammer down. And he's going to get closer than he was last time, although James, no slouch, is it, in that Mazda? No, still not done. So we stay still in the same positions. Viking Daddy is now behind Niggle. So Niggle, did he make a little mistake through the hairpin, or did Viking Daddy just make a better attempt at it? He's going to have to run. He's going to go up the outside on the inside. of... Oh, Wacky's out. Wacky's gone. Where's he gone? I don't believe it. Wacky Racer is... Where is he? I can't find him. He's gone back. He's gone. He's out. He's had a connection issue. So how would you believe it? Leading the race and he's had a connection issue. He's out of the race. Let's just go back there. He was definitely on the outside of the track. There he is on the grass. Let's have a look, see what happened. Yeah, look, he's just... My goodness me. Couldn't have happened at a worse time, but they all saw him pass. Is it a mechanical on the car? Well, they're certainly having to be cleaning out. The air's gone. Definite connection issue. So James leads it. And Nigel on Viking now, still finding out. Nigel really trying to keep Viking behind him and all this battling. James will be seeing. I'll be up to fourth, of course, now as well. But these guys don't really need a battle, I don't think. James will come back to them. And these two then can have their little battle, can't they? Oh, Viking nearly got that wrong, nearly went into the wall. Just pushed it a bit hard through the tunnel. Oh, and he's taking big chances there. But okay with the penalties at that point. Yeah, all okay. So now, Viking Daddy. Get another lovely double slipstream here from both James and Nigel. Robbie's waiting for the big pile up at the hairpin and he'll just have a piece of that. James, oh, there it is, there's the move. Viking made it stick. Let's have a quick look. I think it was a pretty good move in the end. Quite a long way back though, I've got to say. He went for it a little bit. He went really, really tight, didn't he? Maybe a bit of door to door, but yeah, that's a fair move, I think, in my opinion. Nigel, or is he going to let him go? There's a Slipstream City down here, not Slipstream City, bit of a drag race down here between the two. Nigel staying right out to the right hand side, Viking up the inside. No, he does get it done. So, second for Viking. What can he do about James? At the moment, he's been on fire, hasn't he, James? Not got much left on those tyres. We've still got 13 minutes left. There's no way they're lasting. Absolutely no way. So he's either going to have to do a bit of fuel saving or reserving his tyres here somewhere along the line. As Nigel has a look. The 272s, even though it's a 720 and a 72, but the normal 72 is battling. Number 72, Nigel Viking. So even I'll get mixed up now. But he didn't get it done. Obviously Nigel must have had to have put the 0 on his number plate. You can't have the two the same number on here. I don't know who it was the original 72. I always thought it was Nigel, but maybe it was Viking Daddy. Maybe he got the priority of that number. But anyway, let's get back to this race. Let's forget about numbers. Well, these are the numbers. First for James. Viking Daddy in second, Nigel third, Robbie fourth, Declan fifth, still on his own. Big Mac in sixth spot, and Hoppers in seventh. This is quite close here. This is just closed up a bit. Angry Man in there in eighth. He's closed up behind Hoppers. Might get that seventh off him, mightn't he? Then Max in ninth, Nath in 10th. So actually we've only got 10th. Oh, as we see Nath getting it wrong through the tunnel. Go back to Angry Man quickly just to see, because he was attacking Hoppers for 7th. So yeah, we've only got the 10 cars now, haven't we, because of Wacky, who's unfortunately gone, although he does still hold that fastest lap of 1:33.152. Angry Man now, let's see if he can get down here at turn 1. Good run as well. Oh, and a bit of grass from Hoppers. I think he was looking in his rear view instead of looking forward, and Angry Man gets it done. 7th spot for him. Can he get it stopped though? Oh, both of them in deep, but gets it done there. Angry Man up to 7th. Good scrap this one. Hoppers won't give up. We'll have another go back. Let's just have a look at our leaders just to see. Yeah, that's all closed up, but it's still the same. But it has closed right up now. Niggle's going to have a niggle at Viking Daddy. Too far back there. Oh, Vikings have done exactly the same thing. Dive down the inside. That was a little bit late. It's the final lap as well. I didn't realise. So actually, we're at the 20-minute mark. So James did make it. Let's have a look at that move from Viking Daddy, though. It was a long way back from behind James. Look at this, at least 2, possibly even 3 car lengths. And then he just, look at that, almost, well, and then does take James, and there's a bit of a domino effect. And well, we'll see what comes of that. The stewards, as Robbie tries to get through, half a second, no penalty, but this is the final lap. That's gone quick. Didn't realise myself, so it's just as well, because I wouldn't have, probably wouldn't have spotted that. So Viking Daddy's going to take the win after all that. So good racing in the end, ahead of James, just. So Viking gets first, James in second, very close there. Not much in that. Niggle third, Robbie fourth. Declan's going to get that 5th spot. Been on his own a little bit. I'm sure he takes 5th. Big Mac's going to come in 6th. And I think we've still got Angry Man and Hoppers battling it out, I believe. So 6th for Big Mac. Angry Man did get away a little bit. Gets 7th spot. Well done. Hoppers in 8th. Well done. Max will come in 9th. And Nath didn't get another lap in and finished in 10th. So there's race 1 here at Deep Forest Raceway in Switzerland. Hope you enjoyed that. Got 2 more 20-minute races coming up for you. So join me again soon for those. And thanks for watching.